to just extend your stay within kickoff, go to the upper bracket.
The standard band meta here on Lair.
Rotate, pistol out from Shant, and Kai is taken very low. As Shaiikademy, to their credit, after losing 2 players on a very difficult bomb site, have still tried to fight a way back into this round, but Shant gets pinched by Orion. You lose that blitz. It's a 4v2. Rani does hit the headshot onto Nico, and Kaivenix is still very low on health. Rani can win his battle now.
It's a difficult trade forward, though, towards this position. They need to play in
Oh,
tandem.
Ryan's going to clean up.
Orion from behind. That's a free kill. Diffuser down, and the round is officially over. So here is the Solid Snake on display.
He's got early information off it, and Faulty hits the headshot onto Kaivenix. That's a wonderful entry and a real good showcase of the power of Solid Snake and what you can do with this operator. Oh, but it gets blasted by Zethi with a nitro cell in it. This
Would be a lot more passive.
super
Slip through
direct here from
Realers.
Realers.
Yeah.
And he does end up finding a
Works.
kill onto Orion. He is infiltrated site really nicely, landing a good shot onto Density. Density will go for the re-peek into a double stack of Shot and Reelers. They combine. Shot can now push into Lab and get this plant down. Nico over towards Armory is now the only one left. He's getting shot at as well by Rani. And now it's looking like Shaiikademy will be able to take this second round. Although Nico does get one. And then a second SMG headshot. Nico's winding the clock back and puts Rani into a position where he's got to make a decision. He's a little slow to react. So slow that Nico has clutched it.
So it might not be directly through the Dorms breach, but instead a bit of a split push here.
Well, they
Nico
deal with the
pushes
blitz
forward.
again.
Big nitro cell. Orion in the meantime, though, able to find 2. It's aggression from 6 targets. This confidence, it's flowing at the moment, and they're landing all the shots required.
Yeah, Shaiikademy are like trying to get into these positions where they are in the setup phase and then want to hit the go button, and then they just never get the opportunity to hit that go button because 6 targets are proactive on the defense. It's a really good sign that as a team they're in sync in terms of their comms and what they want to do, and understand that they're all on the same page, because you can't play that way and the aggressive nature of a defensive team if you're not all in sync. Yeah, they're playing this really. Yeah, I think that's the right bet. And we'll go hunting for Rani. Rani needs to be aware of this. Zethi had no idea, though. That was very lackadaisical from Zethi. Just kind of waltzed in without real care or thought. And Rani, well, he was very much prepared for someone to come down. And it's an advantage now for Shaiikademy. Rani then gets rid of Nico. And this could be Shaiikademy's first round.
Yeah, it's crumbled. A little bit here for the defense, who have been shut down. The counter aggression on offer from the attack has been a little bit better. Shant has been able to retain his life. Now goes for the plan. It won't be denied. And it's a 1v4 post attempt.
Yeah, really solid from Shaiikademy. Didn't rush anything. They put a lot of emphasis on Rani in the buck. He was able to get 2 kills, open up the floorboards. A big factor into why surely they win this one. Surely. Well, I mean, you're saying it's winnable, but Density's on 1 HP.
Canisters in pocket as well. Not probably ideal. Those tools would have been useful in stalling out this push a little longer, but the impact lands anyway, so it doesn't really matter in the end. The shot shield, unfortunately, limited impact once again. 50 seconds, it's a reset for the attack, and 6 targets are capitalizing.
Well, the difference right now is they didn't go and engage with Rani, and Rani hasn't been able to find anything. So Academy stalled out. Because previously on this site, it was, Rani found the 2 kills, 1 on Zethi and then 1 from below above. Realist good shot onto Nico, finds an angle, but he does lose Rani in the exact same moment to Orion, who's now up to 9 kills, looking for double digits. Bailiff in hand for Kaken. Up close though, here inside a display, and Kaken gets 2 for 1. Realist then finishes off. They've stolen the round.
Targets will be the opening death, and Shaiikademy are continuing this charge towards evening the half. Shant as well has been able to lurk into a good spot. Lock as Kaken finds a pick as well. This has been quite the fight back from the attack this half, but Zethi, if he has anything to say about it, will look to try and shut this down.
Oh, and Kaivenix gets on the board as well. Gets rid of Rani, no more Dockerbeat. Kaken another big shot, as he was able to do so in the previous round. Another chance here, and he hits the headshot onto Nico. A couple of older heads. Kaivenix will shut down Kaken before he could do any more damage, and Faulty now in the 1v2, but it's been a match in which we've seen already big clutches Is there one more on the cards as Faulty hits the quick headshot onto Density? And it is a straight line 1v1. 30 seconds time the factor for Faulty without the kit, but Kyvanix puts it into the round. Huge. I don't know what year that
I felt
was.
like I was in the middle of the gold rush down right, mate.
Yeah, 2-half, 6 targets, edging this one out slightly. It's been a good one. A lot of sitting around and waiting though for 6T, but it has worked. Orion has stop of Orion. No, there's nothing. Shaiikademy very slow to react, and now Plank goes down. Everyone rushes back to site, and 6Tigers are set up for this. And Kaken did find a kill onto Density with the Nitro Cell. Gun up. There's Rani over towards Yellow Stairs now by himself. Orion has gotten another one. He's up to 12 and 4, putting on a clinic here on Lair. Rani doesn't check right angle. Easy. Get rid of him. You get rid of the smoke. That's a bit of that delay later in the round. And I think that's what they're going to try and do here. And they will do it. Execute it nicely from Zethy. And Kyvanix at the same moment got rid of Realers on the Azami, which, as we know, the keeper barriers in sight can be such a nuisance for the attacking team. Orion does go down, but the kill so far very much in favor of...
He's being contested, and he can't charge forward to deny this plan. So 6 targets have been able to reset. Have been able to get that diffuser on the deck, but the retake attempt looks fairly strong at the start, and Nico's also 1 HP. If Kaken can find this kill, he's on for the clutch.
He can definitely do this. You mentioned it. Nico's so low on health. The 2 old heads in a 1v1, and it is Kaken that clutches it for Shaiikademy. I'm assuming he knows he's down. He's got plenty of time. Confirms it with the Nitro, and Kaken is 6-2 the right kind of scoreline. 5-3 certainly feels like that, but that realist lovely play. Impact open up, easy kill onto Zethy. That's the Glaz eliminated as well.
Form within this map.
Oh, he played that nicely.
Utility as well. He just doesn't panic, doesn't overreact. He knows he's in a favored position. White nade indicator. He can sit. If he moves a bit to the right, he's in an open spot. He can get shot left side of the mirror window, so he just tanks a bit of damage and keeps himself 100% safe. They do unfortunately lose Sean, so that's a duper out dealt with. Realist good headshot onto Orion. They're starting to deal with him now. Orion is not having as much of an influence on the attacking side as he was on the defensive side, and Kaken holding patience pays dividends. Headshot on dislodge, but it feels so low percentage at this point. Probably better just trying to send it forward and find his kill, but Kaken's looking so sharp at the moment. He farms them.
Kaken!
Yeah, he's looking good.
2 in a row before that to 6 targets. Before that was 2 in a row to Shaiikademy. Defenders in sight. Sean, of course, on the Echo. We'll have the Yokais situated to get as much information as possible. Realers with another opening kill. That's now 3 out of the last 4 rounds that Realers has found the first pick, but Faulty just with a little bit of a wide swing that leaves him vulnerable, and Nico...
Realers under pressure. 12 kills so far. Can he find a 13th? He will. Orion prone. It was an off angle, but a good read from Realers will net...
Well, this is an opportunity for Kaken. Well, the hot form continues. You would imagine Shaiikademy will look to consolidate now and largely play sight. Ronnie does have a Nitro Cell. He throws that out and connects onto Nico. I'll put a fork in 6 target. They are cooked right now in this 10th round, and it's going to be 5-5. Shaiikademy with all the momentum as well heading into the 11th round. As Density will, of course, give this a crack, but up against it. Realist goes down. Density will collect the free kill before Sean puts an end to it. It's tied going into the 11th round. You're watching, you're waiting, and then you look away, and then you get shot in the back. Just over a minute remaining. Zethy pushing through Mezzanine. What a wonderful swing, though. Realers collects, but it was Faulty that got the swing. Realers has gone on an absolute rampage. Again, they get aggressive. Aware of it. You can see Kaken pushes up to the doorway. They want to double down this advantage. 5 versus 2. And it's done. Flawless as well. 4 straight into a flawless round. 3 straight converted is the main factor, though. Realers 15-7 and Kaken 15-6 and make it 16 for Realers. Headshot onto the ace hard breach is so impactful. There is no more hard breach available now for the attacking team. And Rani to double down the advantage onto a...
Being a little bit more refined to be able to put themselves in this match point or map point position, and it feels like they're only a moment
this
away
one's
from
done.
being able to get this one done. Wow.
You're going to benefit a lot from winning these opening picks, of which they have absolutely dominated Shaiikademy in their second half. Nico at least gets one to deny the flawless. He goes down. This is over. Well, Shaiikademy, straight rounds for Shaiikademy, going into a map of border in which...
Intriguing. It seems like we're moving away from the shields here on border. As I say that, though,
I've been doing this for nearly 10 years, for 10 years, basically. The fact that I bring up the opening entry stat and Kagan's immediately the opening death, I'm sorry, Kagan, that one's on me. This round's done.
Six targets will 110% win this round. There is no universe in which they lose this. Absolutely not.
I see what you're trying to do there. I see what you're trying to do. Well, Realis is still alive. Realis is still alive, and he played incredibly well in the opening map. It's a 2v4, and there's 2 minutes. I mean, I wouldn't go 1,000,000%. Technically, if Realis and Faulty just win a 1v1 each, it becomes a 2v2 with about a minute left, and that's a big swing attempt. How does that not connect? Realis onto Nico, and Zethi at the same time then gets rid of Faulty, and yeah, wide open wall, easy. Faulty goes down, not out, and the adrenaline boost will be activated from Rani. Power of the finger on display in that moment, gets Faulty back up, and then Rani hits the headshot onto Kybernix. Opening kill goes away with Shaiikademy. Drive by Sean gets rid of Orion, and that helped allow Rani out of that top east stairs position.
Shaiikademy are somewhat low on HP, and the experience of Nico, he's been in these time and time again, could be enough, but it's still a tall ask from this position up above. Nico slain. And immediately, a jovial reaction from him. He's in a 1v5. And it should be flawless. There we go.
The first 2 rounds were quite high-paced. Kybernix gets the shoulder peek information.
Oh, good angle.
Nico gets the initial down, adrenal surge, but Shant then back down again. Good swing from Nico. And then Rani now down on the floor too. Headshot from Kaken. Rani just used his adrenal surge, so wasn't able to get himself back up immediately. Nico finishes him off with a nitro as Zethi will shut down Realis, who has started a little bit more quietly here on border, leaving Kaken by himself in the 1v4. Steps on the goo mine. Zethi connects with the nitro cell. Much better from 6Target.
Ban is going to be here from 6Targets, what they feel they've identified as being a bit of a threat. So
able to get the early advantage on the defensive border. That puts him in a really solid position. No Faulty, no Capital.
Oh,
and Kybernix, wonderful headshot onto Rani. Shuts down the finger. And again,
this round, no exception. 2 players up, 6Targets now just need to, well, I was going to say consolidate their position, but Kai is hungry for more. Drops Kaken, spots Sean, gets the kill onto Realis, and the chain reaction continues. The nitro follows, shot low on HP, and not alleviating that pressure. I'm not getting complacent or at any point thinking that this map is over until it's over. And that's a really good example right there, where Realis is ready.
They know he's prone. He should be dead here. This should be 5v3. Oh my god.
Oh, TK.
Well, the TK
and disrupting those on site.
Well, this is where they're going to be careful with the drop, though. If they... Oh, that's an angle. Ooh. My god, Orion was blending with the bomb chassis. Does lose the battle, though, below to Realis above. Realis was taken low. Impact thrown at the feet of Kaken. Gets him to half health as this logic bomb rings out. Zethi density, their positions may be known. Zethi, wonderful headshot onto Sean. It's a 2v1. Very winnable for Zethi, though. They don't have kit. He just has to hide for 2 more seconds. Kills.
Yeah, I would imagine so. Pending.
Do they have to call it?
Confirmation? Yeah. Also a fair point. May not matter at this point. They've already brought it back to 4 versus 4.
From memory, I think anything before 2.5 minutes with no damage, as long as it's called, will be. It's kind of like play on advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, if you're Shaiikademy, you're like, hang on, that guy DC, we should be re-hosting because they're about to lose this round. Bloody hell. It's only Sean and Fonzie.
Maybe they expect
it means we don't have to have an extended halftime break, which is looking like a 5-1 lead for 6Targets. They had a 5-2 lead on Lair.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I need more to be required. The way that 6Targets have been playing on their map pick.
Mira Malusi, Glass and Thatcher, so a little unorthodox, and it keeps the shields up. Impact trick from Realis. unsuccessful, but the follow-up from Faulty is very aggressive
that's big from
Shaiikademy
Faulty.
in round 7, and that is, yeah, a match.
Yeah, this is good. Shaiikademy is still playing this well, knowing that 6Tigers never took any map space or control. So then, yeah, Kaken can swing offers towards top B stairs. Nico does get one, but there's that trade from Rani, well positioned. Shaiikademy have played this really well. Not much that you can expect really from Zathi in this position. 30 seconds, 1v3, no kit. If he does get this one, it should be the imminent trade. He just opts to fall back. And as soon as he tries to go... Yeah, I mean, this is now a point where someone has to do something pretty big, and Kyvanix is going to be the one to try and do that, sneak in towards the site. Nico does get a kill onto Faulty. Next kill super important here as Kyvanix is in sight. He's just poking around, and he certainly should be able to get this kill. No, he just pre-fired on the gun barrel. That's where the composure, trigger, discipline, so important as a skill set. You find that kill...
And some arguably weaker guns potentially you could say on the side of this defensive lineup. It could still get a little interesting if that opportunity presents itself. Now it's very much in
oh
the round
my God.
winnable.
There's no way.
Needs to clutch up again.
If 6Tigers win this round, you may as well just forfeit this match, Shaiikademy. Kaken has the ability to clutch up. Nico is planting kit inside a bathroom. Kaken's not going to be able to deny this, and that will now make this a post-plant situation.
More comfortable here on border, a bit more close quarters, more attacking on the fringe.
Whoa,
Good example,
creepy.
literally right there on cue. Like, they're playing the exterior of the map really nicely as well, and I don't know how much of that will translate across to labs up next.
Kyvanix, he's going to check hard left. Oh, lovely headshot onto Sean. The reaction time was tested. He passes that test. As reelers will fall, this map is done. A third will be required. Kaken and Rani, the only two left for Shaiikademy. Kaken does keep it alive. Trying to help out from top main stairs. They don't even care at this point about the logic bomb that is currently ringing around their location. Nico gets rid of Rani, leaves Kaken by himself, and Zathi will do the work as 6Tigers bounce back after dropping Lair from a 5-2 lead. They absolutely clean sweep on border, 7-2. Nighthaven Labs coming up next to decide these two teams. In terms of the subs as well, I mean, Density's 4/3. Momentum between maps isn't really always guaranteed.
Shaiikademy, Kai does escape, but valuable ground taken now by the attack.
Good start, and there's still lots of time in this round. That would have been a big kill from Realist, but it's Kyvanix that wins the battle. Faulty able to get rid of Nico, and Kyvanix low towards Electrical. Again, Shaiikademy still in a really solid position. This is a very wounded defense. Ryan has to activate, and he does. Finishes off the low health Faulty. Kyvanix battling, low on health, pre-firing the shots because he knows he cannot get swung or he will go down. Minute remaining in the round. And what's pivotal the most is over towards Electrical and Rani. Nighthaven Labs, and Kyvanix goes searching. He wants more. Faulty just at the window. Actually now in a position where he can kind of cut off Kyvanix from getting back to site as Rani goes and finds 2 kills and make that now a third onto Zephy. He goes down. Advantage Shaiikademy as they just clean sweep the site. It started off with Rani. Others then follow up. Kyvanix, Shaiikademy are going to take the top floor again.
Unless, could isolate Pillar here. It's possible. Oh, trying to find value from the DMR.
Very scrappy from Orion, forcing the action down onto Sean. He'll take the 1v1, and he hits it! He's performed really well for 6 targets. As Reelers will lurk through warehouse in towards IT. Nico goes down, lovely headshot, and he gets the second on the Kyvanix as well. Reelers stands up early in this third.
If he hits the right timing, it's at least 2. Well, that's a bit of sound.
I don't know about that. Inactive drones being shot.
Ooh,
Brother,
yeah.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
That was overly ambitious.
What are you doing? I mean, 2 inactive drones. You could have easily probably gotten that kill. I mean, many numbers up that there's surely someone that's still around that sort of top floor for force back. And Density's role, you know, as the sub, you put him on the warden, he's just going to play sight, hold, wait. Big double kill. Orion and Kyvanix combining, and then Kyvanix will double to the time. That's why he's got 5 kills. So I don't mind that for him. Sean's going straight into storage. Is there anyone watching this? Indeed, there will be. Oh, Sean just gets stuck in the corner. Couldn't get the vault over. Actually gets a bit of damage into Sean. Either get the kill or you get the exothermic, but it comes with a cost in vault.
Shaiikademy in such a good position, and it does prompt 6 targets to get a little bit more aggressive now. Double stack potentially on that electrical side as Reelers catches out Kai under.
Have so much time to just go for that res anyway, not panic. Nico though catches the timing on the rotate, able to get rid of Rani, who was low on health. At the very least for Shaiikademy, if you're going to lose someone in that moment, it probably is Rani, who didn't offer a whole lot moving forward. Density easily dealt with by Reelers. Nico's going to get back to site, has been able to do so. Now he can take the contact up close. He just switched targets at the last second. Ryan by himself in the 1v4, clutched up massively before on this site. Will need to do so again, and even better this time as Reelers is down after getting the kill onto Faulty. It's a 1v2. Kagan can go for the revive, flash in towards electrical, does land onto Orion. Reelers back up. Reelers and Shant both low on health. Orion's done it once. Can he do it a second time?
He can't deny the plant, so he needs to push forward, likely to get caught here post-plant.
The contact goes the other way. He's taken down a 1 HP. Kaken says not happening again here, but for what's been a roller coaster series, is there one line?
And see, it's been a topsy-turvy game. Tricky to predict.
Like Density, we want you on the Monty, or do you feel comfortable playing on the Monty, or if he called it himself? 6Tigers do come back and win, and he has a say and a big factor. That's something we can ask.
For 6 targets in this round, how do they try and leverage the Monty here and try and get control? Zethi will wait for a timing. This may be used for the warehouse push. Could also just be a little bit of a bait. Picks elsewhere, though, going the way of the defense, and they haven't been able to leverage this Monty correctly.
Well, I mean, it's a two-factor. It's not just like, oh, well, what's Density doing? It's what are the others doing? You got to be so careful. You've got a Monty on the board, so you got to utilize him properly. And Density's doing his job. He's pushing through blue. No one's really pushing with him. So that's a team issue. You guys have got to coordinate. And Zethi trying to do it all, and on to Reelers. 20 seconds. 1 versus 1 against Kaken. Intensity going to give it his all, and really needs to win this round. Needs to pull off a big clutch. Oh my days! Are you kidding? Yeah. Honestly, the vast majority of the clutches from 6Tigers. And now Shaiikademy is just throwing their bodies out the window. Yeah, Faulty, that's a very risky vault. He sees one cross left side window and thinks I can maybe catch him and shoot him in the back. Well, there was another one watching for 6 targets. They had the numbers. And now Rani's going to get a freebie, though, at least onto Nico. Good use on the Solus.
No longer a straight up double stack here from the defense. Reelers over towards Lounge, but there is still some storage presence. A trade. So a 3 versus 3.
Well, the plan's going down, though.
Should be denied, though. Echo.
Indeed it is. Good call. Tethi got rid of Reelers. First wasn't even needed to use. There is Kaken on the timing. So kind of a 1-for-1 play from both teams that does benefit. Kaken taking on Density. You get to do this all over again. Very late, though, from Sean, and the plant will go down. Timer and a post plant. Kaken gets the revenge. Hits the headshot onto Density as Orion by himself in the 1v2. But in the post plant, swing across. Orion wins out against Shant. Kaken on the kit. Orion should hear the footsteps. They are side by side. As Kaken will tap the kit, Orion can swing. He holds. He keeps holding and swings across. Wins the battle. Another one for 6. Kyvanix trying to slip into IT. Here comes Reelers. He just goes for the pre-fire sweep across. And then it's Kyvanix that wins the battle. Rani falls down elsewhere, and Kyvanix can put some more damage in, but loses the battle. Nicely done from Kaken.
That utility as we enter the final portion of this push.
And Shant has to be prepared for the swing. Sethi is low on health. Nico shuts down Faulty. Shant has to win this battle. Instead of opting to get aggressive, he falls back, taking an electrical. Shant, double kill! Now down to Sethi. Shant gets all three, and finally a clutch from Shaiikademy.
Intriguing decision to cut off over towards games. Maybe indicative of a pretty full commit here. Oh, but Nico. Well, I was going to say caught off, but...
Trying to get the pings out, but getting blocked a little bit.
Well, so much info. There's that, the BPC, and the Solar. So a straight-up plant here probably won't work.
And Rani from Storage gets at least one. The Solus and the Echo proving to do just enough to sway 6Tigers from being able to get this plant down. 3v3, just like that. Blink of an eye. And a chance as well for Kaken to hit his shots, and he does. The 6Tigers may have got the first 2 kills of the round, but the next 4 have gone the way of 6Tigers. Kaken 1 HP. Shant can get this yokai moving to find out where Orion is. He's towards Exo. 1v3. Surely they spot the kit that this is a round that even as many clutches as we've seen from 6Tigers. Surely this is one that Shaiikademy cannot lose. 15 seconds, 1v3. Yokai watching kit. Everything is set up and they do not falter. As Zethi slips into electrical already. This is aggressive early and nets in the opening kill.
Oh.
If he actually had stayed in that barbed wire, he may have also got reelers, but was forced back. That's the 5th straight opening kill for 6Tigers. The bad news is they didn't convert in the last 2. Orion doubles down. Headshot onto Rani. 5v3, 1 density first. Has another keeper barrier available on hand if required. Impacts 2 for him and Shant. As Shant, speaking of, gets the kill onto Zethi. Clears out Lounge. He's going to drop, rotate.
Oh, I like
Just
this.
over a minute left, Candelas. And then from below, Density getting tagged up. Shant's rotate has been solid.
Oh.
The Monty and the Ying both low on health. Density going to try and stick to plant anyway. Gets forced off it. Big play from Shant. Vulcan canister pop is huge as well.
Oh.
Density up in flames. Shaiikademy doubts into their minds. 15 seconds, can no longer be on their second floor. Need to go get that kit and storage control. Watched by Reelers. Kaken over towards Blue. Can either hold this, fight this, and chooses to. Wins the battle, and it's all done. Shaiikademy pull off the win in one of the more topsy-turvy series that we've seen in a long time, even in this region. Back and forth. It simply came down to big moments, big plays. There wasn't a lot of difference between these two teams, let's be honest. Many of the clutches were won by 6Tigers throughout the entire series, guys, but towards the very tail end.